They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll throw. It's Nix. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
The Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
11. White, Tony. Buggy.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one underneath here to Mixon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
2nd down. Here's a run, and here's Mixon. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
All right. 18. Okay. Robin.
From the gun, here's Stroud. A throw right side, pulled in by Noel. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 5.
18. Let's go. Hey, Uno Mars.
Stroud to throw. Over in a flash, and he lost the football. I believe the Texans got this one back. They did, and they will keep possession. 4th down, and on comes Jaime Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Texans have tied it at 17. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Broncos 9-yard line.
Now Stroud. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
He's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Rolling to the left. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. 4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. His kick is good. And the Texans have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Broncos 1st down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28. Here's Nix to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one on target. It's Dobbs. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. Running left. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
1st and goal.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Denver. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Mixon. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 47 yards.
What I loved most about this was just the ability of the quarterback, Mike, to so quickly go through his progression. You see early on at the top of his drop, his eyes are downfield. Quickly realizes there's not a lot of opportunities downfield. Check it down to your back and see if he can pick up the rest after the catch and move the chains with his legs.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the Broncos' 11-yard line.
On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. The Texans are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mixon trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
On the quick, right? 118.
Again, it'll be Mixon. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. To throw, it's Stroud. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Houston. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return starts from the front. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. So that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Nix. This is taken in by Dobbs. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course. But there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple days.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
2nd down. Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. A run with Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That is 14 for the 2nd time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Out breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And he's in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will go up by 7.
Texans 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This fielded at about the 9.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Hey, uno more. 11.
Throwing is Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
18. Why Tony? Catch.
On second down, Stroud. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he gets that one complete to Collins. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain. So it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
That's taken in. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, downfield is Noel. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Here's first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
To the left side, caught by Schultz. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Come to the line, needing 6 yards for a first down.
South. Under. 18. Let's go. Look the hot.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
18. That's it. South. Button. Oh, boy.
To throw is Stroud. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Ready. Hey, uno.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. This is caught at 2. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. time runs out, this game is over. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa, and all them uppercats you run with, get done with, done quick. You going from the dog with some bump. Alright, they go to click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of club. 'Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. Come with the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody knows. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so